Hey there, Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. This is an MR2 late model, or the Rev 3 that they call it. Bought from auction here for export to the USA. So this one's the turbocharged one. The late model has 250 horsepower. That's more than any of the US ones that topped out at 220. It's a 3SGTE engine. This one has unknown mileage on it and is rather on the rougher side compared to your average one. That said, there are a lot more people that want one at a lower price, and so this would be an interesting video for somebody who's looking at a lower price one. I can't say exactly what the price of this is, but if you are interested in these MR2s, usually value landed in the US, you're looking at somewhere between about the 7,000 to 14,000 US dollars or so. In terms of modifications, there's an aftermarket air filter there. The filter is completely gone, it's eaten itself, which is not really a problem that it eats itself because it's made out of soft material, it gets kicked out anyway, but needs a new filter there. Those are easy to buy. There's a huge aftermarket oil cooler, which is a good sign because keep your oil cold and it keeps your engine doing fine. So that's very nice. It also has an oil filter relocation kit as part of the kit. It usually comes with the oil cooler and the filter relocation kit. Timing belt has been changed at 61,000 kilometers. I can't actually read the date on there because it's faded off. And then everything else in here looks to be stock from what I can tell. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch the engine off here because we don't need it to be running. There's an exhaust leak making it a little bit louder than normal. So switch that off for now and lower this. Usually these are broken, so the fact that that one's not broken is extra cool. Oh, that doesn't clip in the way that it usually does. Maybe the spring is loose or something. Anyways, let's go over to the front. Of course, I put the headlights up because retractable headlights are very cool, and you don't see them anymore because it's too expensive. Okay, so as you can see, it has a very wide stance with widened over fenders on it. The suspension is rather hard. I would be a little bit nervous trying to drive this hard until you get used to it, because short wheelbase with engine in the rear and hard suspension is a recipe for the back end going out and not being able to catch it again until you know what you're doing. So be good on the road. Here's the auction inspection sheet. I'm going to quickly translate this. It is a little bit detailed, and so bear with me for a sec. It's a 94 MR2 GTS Turbo. The changeover to the higher power ones happened in 93. Auction grade R, interior C, exterior C. Aftermarket 17-inch wheels. They're actually running a lot of spacers, like 20 millimeters in the front and about the same in the rear in order to push the wheels out that far. And then the tires, 225/45 ZR17. And that's the same front and rear. Okay, rear spoiler, aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket steering wheel, Bride semi-bucket seat. Actually, one of the coolest semi-bucket seats that I've seen, because usually you have a dial on the Bride ones. This one is a lever so that you can easily move the back more up and down. And so I do quite like that. Aftermarket adjustable suspension on it. And then that's also, you can't see because I didn't open this in order to see the engine. But just notice that. It has adjustable top mounts as well for the suspension. Okay, trussed oil cooler, various other aftermarket parts. The width of the car has been changed on the registration to 182 centimeters wide. In this car has mileage unknown because in 2003 the car was at auction with 94,000 kilometers. 2003 August, and pardon me for sniffling. Windshield has a crack. Let me just show you that. This is very typical of the size of cracks that you see on these cars when it says windshield crack. Unless they kind of like show the size of the crack, that's about what you can expect. Okay, what else we got here? Interior dirty. It's actually missing floor mats and it needs to be vacuumed, and interior wear. Course, this one's an R grade, so it has been in an accident that has been repaired. So the core support has a section that was replaced. Front inner panel and front side member have accident damage that has been repaired. Console and dashboard come up. Let me just show you that. It's a Toyota thing to have a dashboard that comes up. So right next to the air vent, it peels up a little bit. This one not so bad, but here's the same material. You can see it's kind of a flexible material, and this one's coming out a bit. And that's ripped. The interior needs some time to be spent on it. I think for the price paid, you can be pretty happy with this one. Okay, where are we at here? Trunk liners are missing, various scratches, dents, repair marks, paint wave, over fenders are cracked, aftermarket wheels, door mirrors scratched, and then if you look at the body here, A3 and cracked front bumper, cracked windshield, A3 on the back, and if you don't know what these mean, you can check out our website, and an unclear paint on this side. I'll show you the unclear paint. It's maybe my least favorite part of the car, so look at the door here. It's actually got some pretty terrible paint on it. I don't know how easy that is to tell in a video, especially when the car is this dirty. And then we got some paint fade on this plastic bit down here, and this is a functional intake. This one does for the air filter and for that huge oil cooler, and then on the one on the other side is for the intercooler. Okay, we got A3 on the front, so there's some peeling paint down there. These over fenders, they're not on the best. And then we got scratched along here with touch-up paint, and here. So the whole car has this kind of damage in various places. Here you can see inside there. If you run really hot, then you'll get tire bits coming out of here. It's cool. And there's the crack down there with some fade there. And these, that's not actually dirt on there. Those are little scratches or rock chips. Oh, Mr. Sniffles. Wipers, little bits coming off. And actually we knew before bidding on this one that this one had been at auction for a good long time, like at least 3 months, and nobody had bought it. Looks like the price came down from the time it was originally listed, and so that's good, but typically it is a recommendation not to bid if a car has been at auction for that long, but the customers want to bid on whatever cars, then they can. I'd say I'm not dissatisfied with the condition of this one. Okay. And I've never seen one of these MR2s with these universal style over fenders, and I like it. I like a little bit widened MR2. There was an original wide body MR2 sold by Toyota. I think only 200 units were sold, called the TRD 2000 GT, which is kind of a play on their original sports car called the 2000 GT. And then they had a Supra 3000 GT. And yeah, tires come out a good amount, which makes it look cool. The camera doesn't catch the black wheels very well on the white car. It darkens the white, and then you can't really see the black very well. Okay, and the round taillights on the back, not the square ones. There's a weird paint cut. 2 different colors of paint here. Can't really tell exactly what's going on there. And then we got some damage to the bumper here. This is what they would call an A3 on the sheet. There's the bumper, looks okay. That one has flex cracks in it. Okay, to the interior. So door cards are fine. Power windows, no folding door mirrors. You have to manually fold them on this car. Some paint fade there. Excuse me. Aftermarket steering wheel. The seat is sitting about 1.5 inches low, or about 4 centimeters low. And so for the big boys, this will be good. It is an aftermarket seat though, which is narrower than stock, and it has a rip here and a worn section there. Here's what I was talking about with the lever. You can do that on it, which is cool. Okay, and sagginess in the bottom. You can see this is dented in a bit. I think you can get new foam and just put it in Usually they're like Velcro and you pull the foam out and then you can cut your own foam to size. Odometer currently reads 31,160, 185. If you look at the radio there, it's not sitting perfectly. The AC works. The brakes are a bit squishy, like it has been run on a track and there's air in them. This is worn out. You just need to bleed the brakes. It's not expensive to do that. Okay. You can see no floor mats in this car. Okay. And a boost controller, and so you can run extra power over the 250 if you want. I do caution you not to just go and set it on the highest boost and then go. Typically, boost is only one key to extra power. You need to modify it so it's getting the appropriate amount of fuel with the boost. And the appropriate amount of boost per gear and stuff like that. Anyways, there we have it, MR2. It's a SW20. That's the walk around forward. If you have any questions, please let me know. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.